Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing Peach from Mario Kart, but she's gotten into a little bit of an accident on the track. So first, starting off, we are priming our eyes. And then we are taking the Hip Dot Real palette. The first shade that we are dipping into is called Capita. So I'm putting Capita all in the crease and then winging it out on the outside. And then we are taking Giselle and putting that all over the lid. Now for glitter, we are taking this glitter called Carnival from Anastasia Beverly Hills. We are laying Carnival down first. Then taking a glitter called Day 2 and putting that on top as well. Both glitters are from ABA. Then with Day 2, I am putting that on the outer edge to form a wing. With a liquid liner, we're going in to make the tiniest, thinnest line. Using Poreless Primer, I'm going in to prime the skin for a foundation. I'm using the ABH foundation in 470. Taking Fawn Concealer by LA Girl, I'm going in to conceal in my usual areas. Dipping into the BH Contour Palette, we are going in and sculpting out our cheeks and contouring our nose to give it a more doll-like nose, so slim and pointed at the end. For highlight, I'm taking the Maybelline Molten Gold highlight. I'm using this blush trio called Peachy Love. I thought that was the perfect name for it. It was so cute. So I'm dipping into that middle shade called Ginger. Now with the Norvina Volume 1 palette, I am using the white shade to line my waterline. Now that we have the face done, it's time to do the body painting portion of the look. So I'm using the Miron Pastel palette and I'm taking the lightest pink shade and putting that all over. Then with the dark pink shade in the palette, I'm going in to make the collar of Peach's dress. Using the baby blue shade in the same palette, I am making the oval gem that she has on her chest. Now taking this gold paint from Graftobian, I'm going in to outline the oval shape that we just made. Then with the pink shade that we put into our crease from the Rio palette, I'm taking that to trace out where I want to put my shoulder pads and then where the seam of her collar would be. Then I'm going in to make some indents that are coming out from the gem, so a little bit like ruffles that would be in her dress naturally. I'm outlining the gem as well to make it come off of the skin a little bit more. Using Miron's Clown White paint, I am putting that directly on top of that blue shade to make it glisten a little bit, like when light would be hitting it, it would be having that little bit of a shine, a little bit of glisten. Now to put on our shoulder little puffs there for the dress, we're taking Prose, putting that all over the shoulder, and then sticking on the puff. So stick it on and fluff it out. For lipstick, I am using ABH Allison lipstick. And that is it for the first part of our look. Now for the gore. for the gory part, I'm using this paper napkin. You can use like Kleenex or tissue, whichever one that you want. But first I want to take off my eye makeup on this one eye because we will not be needing it. We're covering it up. So take the latex and put it all over that tissue paper. Be very careful with latex. Keep it away from hair. If latex gets in it, it will rip it out. Now taking a piece of cotton, I'm putting over top of the napkin, and then I'm putting latex on top of that. We are also going to have a neck wound, so stick a piece of tissue with latex and cotton as well. Now I am just ripping up this cotton so the wound can look a little bit more disgusting, I guess. Like it's falling apart, like it's more meaty looking. Okay, so for this part, I'm going in and cutting that tissue to make a gap in our wound. Be very, very careful with this part. You do not want to cut yourself, so take your time. Then take a little bit of powder and powder the latex so it doesn't fold in on itself. With black from the Miron Bruise palette, I'm going in and filling in that wound. Then with the maroon shade from that palette, I'm going in and bloodying it up a little bit. I'm taking that maroon shade and then the bright red shade. Now with the dark brown shadow, I am stippling it onto my skin to make it seem like she was rolling around in the dirt a little bit. Now we're gonna make the open wound on the neck. I don't know why I made that face. So again, being careful, I'm going in and cutting. And then filling that in with black and shading it again with the maroon and the bright red shade. Then taking a green from the same palette, I am running this on the outside edge of the neck wound, and this just makes it look a little bit more decayed, a little bit more bruised. I'm also putting that onto the face. Taking the blood gel from Miron, this is where we really get gory. So I'm taking this and I'm putting it inside of the wounds. And then I stipple that along the sides of the wounds. With a stippling sponge, I am taking a little bit of that blood gel on top of the stippling sponge. And stippling that all over my neck and all over my face. This is just going to add more texture to make it look more realistic. So for the eye that we took the makeup off, we're taking a piece of tissue and covering it with latex. And then we are putting this fake eyeball on top of it. For extra security, I am taking a piece of cotton that is covered in latex and running that along the bottom and smoothing it so it doesn't fall. Then I'm taking those same three colors, the black, the maroon, and the bright red, and filling this area in and bloodying it up. Then with the blood gel, I'm going in and putting that all over as well. This part is pretty much self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna let you watch. More stippling with the sponge. Taking another 3D gel from Miron, I'm going in and adding this where I feel like it just needs a little bit more texture and a little bit more gore. By the way, this has a little attachment to where you can drip it out onto your face. So don't be dumb like me and use the end of a brush, because they literally give you the tool to make it easy for you. Now I'm stippling blood onto the chest because her dress would not be perfect. It would be bloody as well. Then with a red paint, I am flicking this onto the shoulder puffs to bloody them up. I decided to go in and make some veins on my face because I didn't want the other side to be just perfect and pristine. So I went in and made some veins. And that's what that looks like. For the hair, I just took the same red paint and went through and put it on my bangs and all over. So that is it. That is the tutorial. Day 3 wrapped up. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was a little bit more gory. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications. Give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow for another Halloween look. Bye!